Alright, I'm gonna create some rubber hose style cartoon classic hands for this character here. So let me go into my layers and turn off these butterfly wings. So I'm going to turn the wings off, and let me find that layer. Where are we at? So here we go. And so basically creating some more arms or appendages for this guy. And I just had a thought, like, let's do something that's a traditional white glove cartoony type hand. So I'll create a new layer, click on my little new layer box with the plus sign in it, and yeah, let me just kind of sketch it out. So I do a rough sketch usually first. So this is just like kind of saying, hey, how do I want these things to appear? And I kind of want it to be really bendy in my mind, in my imagination. I was like, oh, these are really kind of like awkward, bendy, long, stretchy arms that kind of come out like this, yeah. And then so these are the arms, and I just, you know, want to do like a hello wave type thing. So the white cartoony hands are always have this like white glove type look, and they're always kind of rounded fingers. Usually the thumb kind of sticks out like that. So that's my sketch for one. You know, make it more bendy. And then here's my other one. So this gets being very sketchy, right? So I start off as being sketchy. So like the hand itself is like almost like has a circular part to it, and then the fingers extend like that. So there you go. There's my sketch layer, and then I will lower the opacity, create a new layer, and then come back in, maybe zoom in a little bit. Increase my brush size a couple points, so hitting the square bracket key, and then using my sketch on that original layer as a guide that I can trace over. So the fingers kind of curve inward a little bit. And then you have the base of the glove, which is usually this rounded part down below. And then the arm itself is just this very windy rubber hose style. So it's, sometimes I like to increase my smoothing a little bit, just so I get a smoother line. So there you go, there's one. And then here's the other one. Like where that finger ended up, so. So those are my outlines, and then I'll do a Command J, duplicate that. And thinking about this, usually the arm is black and the glove is white. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go into this duplicated layer, I'll go into the one that's directly below, and then I will just kind of fill in my gaps. I also go down, well, what I'll do is hit Option on the visibility, so it hides everything and just only my artwork now appears. And then I have to close off the ends of the arms. And I'm just going here and looking for gaps. So I have this idea where if the arms are black, maybe I give them a white outline, because I have some dark backgrounds and I want the arms to be visible on a dark background, and if the arms are dark, they probably won't be. So what I'll do is on my layer above, I will invert the outlines of the arms, which are black, and I'll make them white probably. So I'm just going to hit G for my paint bucket. Looks like I got a gap there, so I'll hit B, go back in the brush, hit G. Oh, still some gaps, so let's see, let's zoom in. I think it's right there. Try it again, there you go. I'll hit it twice because with the paint bucket tool, you hit it once, there might be some anti-aliasing on the arms, so you got that white line. That means the initial line that I drew had some white pixels. If I raised up the tolerance, probably it would have less of a, be less visible, because when you raise up the tolerance, it's going to tolerate more pixels that are in that tonal range. Lower tolerance up here, there's a tolerance, so if I have a tolerance of 0, it's only going to look for like the same pixel color that I click on. You raise it up and it's going to select more, but if you click twice, then that usually does the trick. And then let's see, I have to go into my hand, so I'm gonna have see some more gaps here, gaps there, and then I'm going to hit X on my keyboard because that will flip the white foreground, white background, and make it a foreground color. Then hit G for my paint bucket tool, and looks like I have some gaps here, so on this hand it might be over here. There you go. So that's my background layer. Here's my foreground layer, and what I want to do with the background layer is let's see, let me think about this, is I'm going to draw a, actually I'm going to duplicate this layer, so I'm going to make a duplicate. So some of my gap fill-in areas are kind of too sketchy for my taste, so I will fix that. But first I want to block off the arms here by drawing a white line. So I'm kind of blocking off the arms from the hands, and then I will use the magic wand tool to select my black outline. So since I blocked it off with that white and I have contiguous turned on with the magic wand tool, it's only selecting the black outline of the hands, and I'm going to delete that. So deleting that brings back my deleting that outline. Now I only have the initial drawing on top, and then the next thing I'm going to do is go back and kind of just fix this line here. So I'm just painting back that line. And then I was thinking, well, in order to make these stand out a little bit, maybe these arms stand out, maybe I'll go into this layer above and do a lasso selection around just the arms. Maybe I can do a one giant lasso selection. And then hit Command I, invert that, and now the black arms have a white outline. Because I have a layer down here that's black, so I want them to stick out a little bit on that dark layer. Everything else has like a pastel layer, so I think everything else is fine. It's just on that dark layer. So let me find my arms. So let me bring back some of the body parts too, so I can see. So bring back a pizza slice and some toppings and a nose and eyes and a mouth. Yeah, and then I thought maybe too I add some weird details. So maybe some untraditional details that do not belong in the world of the rubber hose arm. But this is a creepy pizza, so I think that's okay. So before I do that, I'm going to select both layers by shift selecting and then hit Command E or Control E on a PC, which is going to merge them. And then I'll just go in here, maybe on the arms themselves. Just add some line work here. And I had this idea too, like since I am, so this is like a bigger highlight actually. So like, maybe it's too big. But I had this idea to just add this like weird kind of pretending this is like melted cheese or something. This idea of adding something, some sort of weird slime type effect to this. And to color it in, I will again do a duplicate. Maybe I'll just give it a slight tint of some sort. This is just a little extra thing I'm doing for my character because I think it adds some weird interest. And then again, combine the layers. Okay. So I think I'm done for that. I got some bendy arms now.